YouTube? It's your boy Big Will. I'm out here in New York. Life after prison. Another episode. I got a video that I'm gonna get into a little bit later on about this police brutality shit. The more you see it, the more they do it. They had the audacity to break some guy's nose and arrest him for sitting out and having a couple of beers after work. They're asking him for his ID. He's going to give it. They're telling him to sit down. Can't get his ID out of his pocket. They're telling him, where's the ID? He stands up. They attack him. All because you got a 6'2", 210-pound bully that wants to act like a fucking tough guy and hurt this guy, break his nose over bullshit. I don't know when it's gonna be enough is enough. When these cops think, how many cops have to be fired? How many people have to go through that shit for them to understand and realize that you can't do what the fuck you want. You can't do it. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean that you don't have rules. You still have to live by the same rules that we do out here in public. But because they're police officers, they think they're above the law. I just watched another episode, Sheriff Grady. I guess he arrested a deputy chief on prostitution charges. Now the whole prostitution shit, I mean, it is what it is. Women have their bodies, they sell it for money, right? So that's what they do. People, guys pay for it. They don't have their wives at home, or they're having trouble, or they're single. Maybe they ain't got enough game. Maybe they don't want a girlfriend, so they pay to get a little play, right? Isn't that what ultimately happens in relationships? You're paying for that beaver anyways, right? You go home, you work a 40, 60 hour a week job. You pay all the bills just to have your woman give you a little play. Some women, they're the breadwinners. They go home, they have a little, they pay the bills. They have a man that goes home, and what do? The guy gives them that D, and everything's fine. Don't you ultimately pay for sex in the long run? So because they're doing it, because they're not paying taxes and shit, they think it's illegal? Are you kidding? So isn't that what they ultimately do? But because it's public and you're finding a woman from the streets, it's illegal. Now the whole thing of, like they have in India and Malaysia and stuff, like that shit is legal, right? It's prostitution's legal. You can walk down the street. They call it the red light district, shit like that, and you can buy a girl for the night, and it's all regulated. The women have to be checked for diseases, and I understand that shit, right? They got to be checked for diseases. I understand all that shit. So, but the United States is so liberal, and because it's a police officer, they want to make a big deal about it, right? Oh, he has a wife, and so what? Maybe he's having marital problems, and him and his wife ain't having sex. So what does he want to do? He's feeling rambunctious. The thing I don't like about it is Chief Grady puts it together with a human trafficking scandal. You don't tie the guy's name into that shit. He wasn't with no kids. He wasn't with no minors. He was out on he went and did some training course. And he ended up looking for a hooker. Yeah, he got beat the first night, right? The first night, somebody played him online. They told him to get a Cashapp card, $200. She told him to take a picture of it, show him the details. He did, and she took him for $200, right? Now you're a police officer, you should know the scams. But second night, it was a cop. You know, you think he would have asked, are you a police officer? But you know, think if they're baiting him in. But he didn't. He was a police officer for I think 38 years or something like that. You know, but essentially he got arrested and now he's charged with misdemeanor. But just the way, if you look for it, Chief Grady has it online, just the way that they're labeling it, they make it so much bigger than what it is, you know. But this police brutality shit, it's just gotta stop, man. Go check out the video I make. San Rafael police officers use excessive force. Watch the way they treat this guy. Go see the reaction video I did. But you know what it is. It's your boy Big Will. I'm out here in New York, spending the day with my daughter. She's down here to see a concert, Harry Styles concert, and we've been out here since yesterday, and we'll be out here until tomorrow. We'll head back to Massachusetts, but let me know what y'all think. You think that this country is too uptight on the whole pay for sex shit? I think they should regulate it and make sure these women who are doing it, you know, are checked for diseases and things like that. Or you think it's right to lock these men or even women that pay for shit? You know, you can go and pay for a lap dance, but to have the actual intercourse is illegal. I don't think it should be illegal. It's your money. You pay for what you buy what you want with it. And if you want to buy sex and you have someone who's giving it to you and it's not forced, so be it. That's my take on things. It's your boy Big Will. I'll see you in the next one. Life after prison. Salud.